Welcome, Adam, to another episode of Guess Your Productivity Challenge in 3 questions or less. I'm super excited that you're here.
I'm excited to be here.
All right. And for those of you watching right now, this is Adam McKee, and he is the owner of Contemporary Woods Furniture. And I just had an opportunity to look at some of his custom pieces, the tables and the cabinets and everything else. He's in Nebraska. However, he totally will ship stuff. So if you are looking for a unique piece for you, this is the guy. I am still enthralled by everything he just showed me. But anyway, back to your productivity piece. The first question I want to ask you is, what is it that stops you during the day from getting everything done that you want to get done?
I'm not doing my A priorities, like from clockwork, I add value to customers when I do designs on the computer. I add value to customers by prospecting and sharing our talents to new clients. I don't add value to clients by doing the sales tax and doing the admin stuff. And, this has been nagging at me for a while. It's a fire. I got to go put it out. That's not where I add value to clients. That's not my
right.
role.
It's not your QBR. It's not
my QBR. Yep.
Yeah. So how much time per day do you think you spend on non-QBR stuff?
70% of my time, at least.
Okay. So that was a follow-up question. Just for those of you counting at home, that was a follow-up. So question number 2, what have you tried so far to solve this challenge?
I've read David Allen's Getting Things Done, and I've implemented my email a little bit better. In fact, I have my email here. I should be closing it, so I'm not paying attention to that. But I've put email boxes together of action, quotes, calls, someday maybes, and trying to organize. And I'm still, even though I read that book a year and a half ago, I'm still not disciplined enough to say, what's the next action step? Oh, I have to make a phone call, or this I have to, and it's, I don't know why it's so hard. It's ridiculous. And I probably need a support person, an assistant or a virtual assistant or somebody I could offload some of that to, but I'm always afraid of, well, it's going to cost more. I'll just do it myself. I'm in that like in between zone of, I know it's ridiculous, but I still do the same behavior.
Okay. And I just want to circle back to make sure that I understood the answer that you gave me correctly. You're spending 30% of the time doing the QBR. And for those people who have not yet read Clockwork, I don't know why you haven't, so you need to. However, that being said, that's your queen bee role, or I'll often call it zone of genius when I'm talking with my clients.
Okay.
You're 30% there, 70% not there.
It might even be as low as 15% some days,
Okay.
So
I don't think I even need my third question right now for your productivity bottleneck. And it is to learn your productivity bottleneck is delegating. It is to figure out doing that trim trash transfer process in Clockwork. And it's to really dig into either who's your next hire or who's your next partial hire or whatever that piece looks like, but it's to start moving those things off your plate. How does that feel? Did I hit your bottleneck with 2 questions?
I think so. Yeah. The trim trash transfer, is a very important concept. And I have an excellent operations manager that I'm training. He's been with us for 3 years now. He's incredible. He takes on a lot, but I'm always afraid to give him more because he's learning systems with me. He understands the importance of it, but he's not a systematic person. He has the same flaws I do. We'll answer the phone and we'll have the shiny object syndrome where, customer sales. Yeah. Well, I'll just push this aside and, do that next, So there's a lack of trust that I have of, hey, I'm going to pile more and more stuff on you, because I don't want to see him fail. So.
Right. Right, which completely makes sense. And one of the things that I share with my clients is that delegating is a skill. We didn't pop out of the womb knowing how to delegate and delegate well. And many people will say, well, I can't delegate to someone else because I'm the only one that has that knowledge. You gained that knowledge somehow, and you can pass it on. And, Clockwork is a great resource for that trim, trash, transfer process. And it's a good starting point on how do you delegate and delegate well. So that, Adam, is your productivity bottleneck. And I'm excited because I hit it. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes. Awesome.
Quick process.
Yeah, right? So quick. And you had the answers within you. So for those of you watching at home, impactivestrategies.as.me is where you can go to schedule time to bring your own challenge to the game and see if I can answer it in 3 questions or less.
That's awesome.